Hey there, Coastal Bend. KIII Sports Director Chris Thomasson joined once again by Islanders men's basketball coach Steve Lutz. Coach, thanks again for joining us.
No problem, Chris. Happy to be here.
All right, so another week, another pair of wins for you guys. A couple of payback wins against Houston Christian and Lamar, two teams that you guys lost to early on in conference play. Now, is there any satisfaction, or at least extra satisfaction, for the guys beating teams that they previously lost to in the season?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any extra satisfaction in it. Obviously, we knew that a month back, whenever we were on the road and we lost both those games, that we probably didn't play our best basketball. And, I thought that we played better Thursday, and we played better Saturday as well. So at the end of the day, you really try to focus on your week ahead and who your next opponent is more than you worry about what has happened in the past. And our guys have been pretty good about that thus far.
For you guys, and for you especially, is it encouraging that you can win two different types of ball games? You're really clicking offensively. Thursday against Houston Christian, put up 91 points, but then you got to kind of win a knockdown defensive slugfest against Lamar on Saturday.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you've got to be able to win in different ways, right? I mean, there's going to be nights where, you make 13, 14, 15, 16 threes, right? It doesn't happen very often, but there's going to be a lot of nights where you go 3 for 12. And those are the nights where and I preach this to the guys all the time, those are the nights where your defense has to be rock solid. And, you have to be able to just win ugly, and people talk about that a lot. Sometimes the offense is the pretty stuff. The offense is the fun stuff. But sometimes you just got to gut one out on the defensive end. And on Saturday, we definitely were able to do that because offensively, we left a lot to be desired, especially in the first half.
Yeah, and that Lamar game's kind of the polar opposite of what you guys played against them the first time. You were really hot in the first half, gave it up in the second half against them, kind of just the opposite against them this past Saturday.
Yeah, probably the biggest key for us is that, we gave up, I believe, 27 and 25 points each half. The difference at Lamar, regardless of the offense, is the first half I thought we played fairly good defense, and then the second half we just didn't play good enough defense. We thought, for whatever reason, we were going to outscore them or they were maybe going to quit, and the fact of the matter is they didn't, and they made us pay as a result.
We see some of the guys at the top of the box score every week, Trevian, Isaac, Ross. Who are some of the guys that are more maybe unsung heroes this season and deserve a little more praise?
Well, I mean, I'd start with Jalen Jackson. He obviously draws the toughest defensive assignment almost every single game. While he doesn't lead us in steals, he's right there at the top. But if without his defense, there's a lot of nights that we're probably, we're going to be in a much, much closer contest. And then, obviously Simeon Fryer, he was fantastic for us down the stretch with his shooting. And while his shooting numbers haven't been great thus far, he's been a really good anchor defensively. He's been able to rebound for us. He's been able to get out and pressure a little bit, get us a couple easy ones here and there. And then, lastly, I'd say DeLazarus Keys. Kind of has been in and out of the starting lineup here lately after he had his back spasms at Houston Christian, but he's kept a great attitude. He's rebounded the ball well. There's nights where he's been our biggest and our best force inside. So as a group, collectively, I think we've got a lot of good pieces. And as long as those guys continue to work together, I think we're going to put ourselves in a good position here over the next, 5 games.
Yeah, how big is it to have somebody like Laz with as much experience as he's got, being now kind of a force off the bench for you?
Yeah, for sure. And there's no questions that DeLazarus Keys and other guys have been starters and are starters. That's the makings of a good team is when you have 6, 7, 8 starters. And I truly believe that our team has that. I mean, you look at the way that Ross Williams shoots the basketball, he would start on a lot of different teams. And, the way this team is built, the way this team is playing together right now, it just doesn't work out for him to start the game. But, I've never been a big believer in being the starter. I'd always wanted to rather be the finisher. And those guys are all getting good minutes. And there's been different guys on different occasions where they finish the game off for us. So we need to stay with that philosophy and stay with that recipe for sure.
All right, real quick, little overtime here. First off, congrats on your Super Bowl champion Chiefs. That's first. Second, you're a married man, so I know that you know it's Valentine's Day today. So what does Steve Lutz do for Mrs. Lutz on Valentine's Day?
Whatever she wants. I've been married long enough to know that
Right
if she wants to go to dinner tonight, we're going to dinner. If she wants me to cook tonight after my daughter's playoff basketball game, then I'm going to cook. All that's still yet to be determined, but it's her world today.
Where's the go-to restaurant?
Man, we're all over the map. I've been wanting to go back to Black Diamond Oyster Bar, but she kind of leans towards the seafood grill over by our house. So, whatever she wants.
There you go. Smart man. She's always right. All right. Well, I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck to your daughter tonight. Good luck to date night on Valentine's, and good luck to you guys later this week on the road.
Sounds good, Chris. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks again, Coastal Bend, for joining us on Hang Time. We'll see you next time.